Hi, this is Kuljit Bhamra, and this is my TABLA EXPLORER program. Behind me, we have something truly remarkable, something that's very unusual and you probably haven't seen before. What we're about to witness is two tablas in their unnatural habitat. Now, you may ask what's remarkable about a couple of tablas sitting on the grass. Well, let me explain. Firstly, it's very unusual to get two small tablas sitting together. The usual species is one large one and one smaller one. So that's the first thing. Secondly, the two smaller drums are actually of completely different origins, and we will slowly take them into my studio to examine them closer. But one of them is from Pakistan and one of them is from India. It's very unusual to see two drums together side by side. Thirdly, what's also unusual about this is the fact that I'm making this program. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to ask my very careful tabla handlers to take these two drums into my recording studio, and in there we can have a closer look to see the differences between the two species of tabla drums, i.e. Pakistani and Indian. Okay chaps, over to you. So here we are in the studio with these two wonderful drums, and on a more serious note, we're going to look at the difference between an Indian drum and a Pakistani tabla drum. Now, I can tell straight away that that's the Pakistani one and this is the Indian one. How do you know that, you may ask? Well, if you look at the edge detail here very closely, you will see that it's sharp on the edge, as opposed to this one, which has a round curved profile. Now, the advantage of the round curved profile is that it doesn't create a corner, and it means that the hide or the top playing surface can be stretched really tight. The Pakistani musicians generally like their tablas at a higher pitch, so you can tune your tabla up to maybe an F or a G, or even a G sharp, like a G5. And that's probably an E or an F at the moment. Whereas the Indian drum, if you were to stretch it too tight, it probably would split around the edge because of the sharp edge detail. And these sound very good at a lower pitch, so maybe around C below this. The other thing also with the Pakistani drum is they tend to be slightly taller, which you can tell, not much, but they are slightly taller. And you'll see a photograph in a minute of the tabla drum shell on its own. And you'll see that the Pakistani drums tend to be hollowed out all the way to the bottom, which makes them a lot lighter. Whereas the Indian drums are only hollowed out halfway, and they're a bit heavier. The other thing also, which I sometimes love to explore with this with the tabla world, is that people ask me what the paste is made of, and my usual answer is, I don't know. But it's a sort of mixture of carbon and slag from a furnace, and it's mashed up and it's worked and kneaded and then put on as a paste. The Pakistani drums, generally, the makers of Pakistani tablas, they like to put iron filings in. So now I've got a magnet here, and I'm going to put this magnet on here, and you'll see that it sticks because the paste has got iron filings in it. Indian tablas do have iron filings sometimes, and sometimes they don't. The ones that I've seen from Delhi do, and the ones outside Delhi, like the Benares ones, generally don't. Now, this one is from Delhi, so it should stick. It does, yeah. Just to demonstrate very quickly, I'm going to grab one from outside here. This obviously is the larger drum of the tabla set, but I'm just demonstrating the paste here. So if I was to put this magnet here, it will roll off because it's not made of iron filings. So generally, just to summarise, the Indian small drums have a sharp edge detail and they're pitched normally at a lower range. C, D, probably could go to E. whereas the Pakistani ones, because of their round detail, they can be stretched F, G, possibly G sharp. So there you are. India, Pakistan, both beautiful drums.